with him, his film crew, whoever was with him, should be allowed to cross the road if they want to.
Yeah, look, I mean, first of all, what he was actually doing was a counter-protest, and we would uphold. We have strong problems with Mr. Falter's political views. He believes it's legitimate for Israel to do exactly what it's doing at the moment. He's entitled to those views, however repugnant they might be to a whole section of people. He has a right to counter-protest. We uphold people's right to counter-protest. At most of the demonstrations, there are people who are counter-protesting. What he was trying to do was to claim he had the right to walk directly into the march. And if you watch the whole video, actually the police officer who was dealing with him, who made those remarks that were quite disgraceful, but what he was also trying to do was suggest to Mr. Falter a way in which he could get to where he claimed he wanted to get to by a different route. He didn't want to do that, and he had no intention of going anywhere else. He came deliberately to the march, as I say, with an entourage and a film crew, in order to provoke a confrontation so he could film it and then suggest that he was unsafe at the march.
He's with us. You want to respond?
Yeah, I mean, I find that, I listened to part of that. I just find that absolutely astonishing. I was not going to try and provoke something. And if Ben Jamal thinks that I'm trying to provoke something, what exactly does he think I'm trying to provoke by being openly Jewish? It's his march. He has these marches constantly. I was not there to counter-protest. I was not there with film crews or anything of the sort. His march was being covered by film crews, including Sky's film crew, which filmed it. I was not there to counter-protest. I was simply Jewish in the vicinity of these marches. And what we know from 6 months of this is that at these marches, we see constant incidents of glorification of terrorism. We see people engaging in all sorts of anti-Semitic hatred, as I saw at that march then. And I didn't see anybody from the Palestine Solidarity campaigns, different stewarding teams. I didn't see anybody saying, for example, that the people shouting scum or disgusting or Nazis or anything of the sort at me. I didn't see any of them being remonstrated with by their fellow marchers. And this is what we see week after week after week. And it is no wonder that Jewish people are increasingly feeling that they cannot come into the centre of town, that they cannot be in the vicinity of these marches. And unfortunately, as I found out, that's true. It's not just a suspicion. It's not just a fear. It is absolutely true.